morning, good afternoon, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for tuning in to another video. Today we're going to be talking the Roto Grip Exotic Gem. I know we're past the release date on this one already, but I finally got around to making a video, so we're going to talk Exotic Gem here today. But before we do, just a healthy reminder to like the video if you do indeed like the video, and if you like the content that is coming out of this channel, feel free to subscribe, hit the bell notification so that you know when I release my next video. I have some cool stuff planned. Obviously, we're going to be going over the Storm Absolute and the Storm Revenant. That's going to be coming out, I believe, on January 20th or about that point. But I also have some other cool video ideas, and you know, we might even be doing a vlog or two. If you want to see a vlog, make sure you comment down below. But since we got 1,000 subscribers, I want to put as much content out for you guys as I possibly can. So to tell me that you want to see more content, make sure you like the video and subscribe to the channel so that you guys can see that. Also, I'm back for 2023 with Storm and I Am Bowling, and I couldn't be happier. A huge thank you to Matt Gasson and Brian Cooper for making that happen. But they're the reason I'm able to do this kind of stuff, and again, I'm more than thankful for them. So you know, when it comes to I Am Bowling, if you want to support me and support I Am Bowling, you can use my promo code down here. It's going to be FIRO07. You can use that at checkout. Save yourself 20% off of your entire apparel order. They have jerseys, t-shirts, long sleeves, hoodies, kind of whatever you would want in some apparel. I Am Bowling has it, and then you can get a Storm bowling ball from them as well. They are selling bowling balls now, so head on over to the I Am Bowling website and check out everything they have to offer, and then make sure you pick up a Storm bowling ball either from I Am Bowling or from your local Storm VIP Pro Shop. Okay, that's enough rambling here. Now let's get into the Exotic Gem. The layout of the Exotic Gem that I have is a 45 by 5 by 40. Pattern is going to be a 41-foot typical house shot. I don't think I've really said my PAP in any of these videos. My track is certainly a little higher, and my PAP is like 5 1/8 over by probably a 1/2 inch up. So that's pretty much all I got. Let's see how this ball rolls. You guys stay tuned. Alright, before we jump into this, I just want you to watch this first shot because these pins just fall over like there's nothing to them. But anyways, we're going to talk about this Exotic Gem here. Now, since this is a Roto Grip piece, there is no scent, which I personally like the scents. I know some people don't, but again, since this is Roto Grip, it does not have a scent. Now, the cover on this Exotic Gem is the Micro Tracks Pearl. This is the first time that this Micro Tracks Pearl has ever been used. It is the eighth strongest cover out of 25, and this is what they're saying is the most aggressive pro cover that they have on any pro ball from Roto Grip, and personally I agree, because I think this ball is certainly earlier rolling than I think what any of the other Pearl balls were from Roto Grip. So certainly would attest to that. Now, the core on this Exotic Gem is the Defiant LRG core. This is the third time that this core has ever been used. It's the second stateside, and this is the strongest and what they call the earliest rolling core that they have. And that is out of 16 cores. The RG of this ball is 247, differential is 053, and the mass bias is 016, and it comes with a reactive gloss finish. Now, I just want to touch on this Defiant core real quick because, you know, obviously people say, you know, you hear Defiant core and you think, oh my gosh, this is the same core that was used in the Defiant series. However, you said it's only the third time that it's ever been used, and it's really only been used in this Gem series. Well, that's because the Defiant core was just the Defiant core. This one is the Defiant LRG, which the LRG stands for, I believe it is lower RG, which basically means that they're trying to lower the RG, which in fact they have. I don't have the Defiant, Defiant numbers in front of me, but I would definitely say that the Defiant LRG definitely lowers that differential, and like I said, that is a 247 number. Now we're going to dive into this RST X2, and I really love the way this RST X2 rolled. Both of these balls, like I said, the reactive gloss finish, the Exotic Gem came in, RST X2 came at a 1500 grit polish. However, I did hit both of these balls before I started this with a 2000. You know, Pearl just hasn't been really working for me too much, so I need to hit it with some surface. So RST X2, the cover on that is the E-Trax Plus. This is the first and only time this E-Trax Plus cover has been used, and it is the 13th strongest out of 25 covers. The core on this ball is the Roto Star Tour core. It also obviously stands for RST core. This is the second time this core has ever been used, obviously in the RST series, and this is the third stateside. This core was used 4 times total. It is the 17th strongest core out of 16 cores that Roto Grip has to offer. Number-wise, this has an RG of 253, differential of 053, and a mass bias of 016. Now this means obviously both numbers of the mass bias are 016, so basically that means that you know, there's asymmetry in the core. However, you know, they're the same asymmetry between both sort of cores. And I mentioned before, like I said, I knocked both polishes off. They both came at different polishes, but again, I think I really did like the way this RST X2 rolled, and I'll kind of dive into, you know, kind of the differences and kind of what I prefer and what both ball motions I saw right here when we dive into it. Alright, so we saw the 2 balls roll down the lane, and that was obviously the Exotic Gem and also the RST X2. First impressions of the Exotic Gem is it's definitely a stronger or earlier rolling Pearl, but it's certainly different than probably what the Infinite Physics is, which the Infinite Physics is certainly a stronger, earlier rolling Pearl. However, it doesn't quite have that continuation through the back part of the lane as like the Infinite Physics does, or even the Fate does. I think both of those are fairly strong down lane. I think this one is stronger earlier, which maybe leads to not the continuation that I think the Infinite Physics or the Fate has. So I think, you know, even though both of these are asymmetrical pearls, I think they offer very unique and different shapes to them. You know, myself, I would probably lean more towards the Infinite Physics shape than the Exotic Gem shape, but I think both of them have their own places, and I think I would use either one of them, you know, in situations where I'm looking for that shape. Again, that Exotic Gem just offers kind of a smoother, more predictable sort of shape. So I think this video has certainly helped me fall maybe back in love with that RST X2. I really like the way that one's shaped through the back part of the lane and the pin deck. I just love equipment that really gets through the back part of the lane very, very well and very, very cleanly, because personally, I certainly get frustrated when I start leaving kind of like that back row stuff, that 7, 9, 10 pins. So I'm always looking for kind of that shape getting through the back part of the lane. But let's bounce back to the Exotic Gem here. Who is the Exotic Gem for? And you know, what scenarios would you potentially be looking at, you know, using the Exotic Gem? And I think the Exotic Gem is for everybody that's looking for this particular shape. And as I mentioned before, that shape is very smooth, predictable, sort of pearl, asim pearl. Maybe that you're looking to play a little straighter with. Now, obviously, that seems a little bit counterintuitive when you're thinking about using a really big, heavy ball and playing straight with it, but honestly, you know, that might be what you do. And actually, you know, between the Exotic Gem and the RST X2, I was actually further left with that RST X2 than I was the Exotic Gem, and that's just because the core is bigger, the surface is stronger, so, you know, it's going to roll a little bit earlier, and therefore it might use a little bit more energy early, and in turn makes it kind of, you know, you're going to play a little further right with it. So again, anyone that's looking for the shape, which is obviously that big predictable sort of pearl, something that's not going to overreact on you and something that's going to play a little straighter, I think if you're looking for sort of those characteristics in a bowling ball, this Exotic Gem is perfect. And like I said, you know, this isn't me knocking the Exotic Gem. I think it's a really great piece, and I think it's going to fit in. It's going to roll really, really well when I'm kind of looking for that shape. So do you have an Exotic Gem? Are you getting one? Do you like it? If you do have one, make sure you let me know down in the comments down below. Obviously, up next, we have that new Absolute from Storm and the Revenant from Storm. I'm really looking forward to that Revenant. Obviously, everybody knows that I like the Spectre, and the Revenant is basically the Spectre with just a new name and different colors. So really looking forward to that Revenant, but obviously we'll take a look at that Absolute as well. But until the next video, guys, good luck and good bowling.